All right, let's just jump right in. We're going to break down a complete, beginner-friendly plan to build a digital marketing agency from scratch. And I mean from scratch. Even if you've got zero money in the bank and absolutely no experience. This is the roadmap I really wish I had when I was starting out.
You've seen the ads, right? They're everywhere. They promise you this super fast track to financial freedom. And, you do the math. 5 clients, 2 grand a pop, that's 10 grand a month. It sounds amazing, doesn't it? But that simple math hides this fatal flaw, a trap that, believe me, almost every new agency owner stumbles right into. The hard reality is, most of these high-ticket agencies, they burn out faster than they even launch. So what's the big secret problem that trips everybody up? Well, it all comes down to the model they're told to follow from day one. Yeah, this is what I call the high-ticket trap. See, you're told to charge these premium prices from the get-go, but for a beginner, that advice is honestly a recipe for failure. Let me show you exactly what happens. So, this high-ticket model puts you on a hamster wheel. You charge 2 grand and immediately the client's expectations go through the roof. Then, they cancel super fast because let's be real, it's an unsustainable expense for them. So you're just constantly chasing new clients to stay afloat. The alternative? It's what we call the lean startup model. Here, the whole goal is an easy yes, an offer that delivers quick wins, builds real trust, and creates loyal long-term clients. So how do you actually build that kind of a sustainable agency? Well, you use a simple 3-phase system I call the client flywheel. This is your exact game plan to get clients without spending a single dollar on ads. And these phases, they build on each other. First, we're going to tap your warm market. These are people who already know you just to get some quick momentum. Then, we'll find clients who are already spending money on marketing. And finally, we'll flip the whole script so that new clients actually start coming to you. Phase 1 is all about getting the ball rolling. The easiest yes you'll ever get comes from someone who already knows you, likes you, and trusts you. So here's what you do. You're going to open up Facebook or LinkedIn and post this exact script. Now, a super crucial point here is to pick a niche. Plumbers, roofers, dog groomers, it really doesn't matter. Just focus. When someone raises their hand, you just hop on a call and explain your process. So, you're on the call. You've explained how you can help them. Now what? Are you ready for the super advanced ninja-level sales line that has literally made millions? Okay, here it is. After you walk them through your process, you just ask, would you like some help with that? That's it. It's not pushy, it's not salesy, it's just helpful. And you will be amazed at how many people just say yes. All right, now that you've tapped your warm market, it's time for phase 2, smart, cold outreach. Just go to Google and search for your niche, something like dentist in Dallas. See those top results with the little word sponsored next to them? Bingo. Those businesses are already spending money on marketing. They believe in it. They are perfect prospects. You can also join professional groups on Facebook or LinkedIn. But please, and I mean this, add value and answer questions first. Don't just be that person who spams their link. Okay, once you have a few clients and some proof that your system works, it's time for phase 3. This is where we flip the script so leads start chasing you. And you do this by creating content that solves the very specific problems your ideal client is typing into Google right now. Things like lead generation for mortgage brokers in a down market. When your face pops up with the answer, that creates instant trust and authority. Now, this might sound like a lot, but trust me, it can happen fast. Here's a super realistic timeline to land your very first paying client in just 1 week, just by following phase 1. It's all about taking simple, consistent action. Okay, so you know how to get clients, but what are you actually going to sell them? This is where most beginners get totally stuck. They think they need to be some kind of funnel wizard or a media buying expert. You don't. You just need a simple stack of services that delivers a ton of value. I call this service stack the retention engine. It's a 3-part offer, and it's designed to solve critical problems for small businesses and make them think, wow, I would be crazy to ever cancel this. So let's break down each part. Part 1 is instant credibility. You wouldn't believe how many small businesses have outdated websites or even no website at all. This is a super quick win for you. Using some simple software, you can launch a beautiful, modern, template-based website for them in about 10 minutes flat. Just update their logo and contact info, and boom, they instantly look way more professional. Now, let's talk about the biggest hole in most small businesses' marketing. They spend all this time and money to get the phone to ring, but then what happens? How many of those valuable calls do you think just go completely unanswered? 62%. Seriously, that's not a typo. Nearly 2/3 of all calls to small businesses go straight to voicemail. Just imagine that for a second. The leads they worked so hard to get are just gone, vanished the moment they hear the beep. This is a massive, costly problem that you can solve. And this is where you become an absolute hero with part 2, instant response. You can set up a missed call text back feature where an AI-powered assistant automatically texts the person who called, starting a conversation so that lead is never lost. You can also add an AI chat widget to their website that answers questions 24/7. This is a total game changer for them. And finally, there's part 3, instant efficiency. Look, most business owners are completely overwhelmed. They're juggling Instagram DMs, Facebook messages, emails, phone calls. It's chaos. You solve this by giving them a unified inbox where every single message from every single platform lives in one central spot. Then you add a simple CRM to manage their leads, and suddenly you look like a marketing wizard. So think about how these 3 things stack together. You're giving them credibility with a professional website, you're making sure they never miss another lead with these cool AI tools, and you're saving them a ton of time and effort with a unified inbox. This package is just incredibly valuable. Okay, we've got the client, and the service stack. Let's talk about the final piece of the puzzle, pricing. How do you price this in a way that just removes all the friction and makes it an absolute no-brainer for a client to say yes? Forget about those scary $2,000 price tags for now. You're going to start by pricing your package somewhere between $200 and $500 a month. This really is the sweet spot for new agencies. And here's why this price point is so strategic. For a small business, it's almost an impulse buy. I mean, if you can get them just 1 or 2 extra sales a month, it's already paid for itself. It also takes all the pressure off you to deliver some overnight miracle. And since the software is doing most of the heavy lifting, your profit margins are amazing. Most importantly, it gets your foot in the door, builds trust, and lets you upsell them to bigger packages later on. So let's wrap this all up with one final thought. We've gone through the whole plan, from finding clients to delivering massive value. The very first step is the simplest one we covered. What if you made that social media post today? What if everything you want to build is just waiting on the other side of that one simple action? Go make that post. Your first paying client is waiting,